I'm not gonna lie. Lunge to one side. Here we go. Lunge to the other. Keep your knee behind your toe. Then I want you to straighten your legs and just, these are all very gentle stretches back. Sticking your butt towards the back, this cheek, and making sure your knee stays behind your toe. Again, be very gentle. We are just starting to warm up. Let our muscles know that something's going to happen. If you've had any jump, as soon as we're done with the wide squat jump, we're going to go into a wide squat hold. So just be ready for that. So we're going to do 15 wide squat, single dumbbell. That is a 10, because I don't want to grip anything too heavy, and I can mainly hold this with my other hand. So your feet are wide, your toes are pointing out. Tight, shoulders back. I want you to lower down as low as you can. If this is the lowest you can get, that's fine. Go as low as you can. And then a little jump at the top. On 15. Now, you can hold heavier weights than I'm holding. Normally, I'll do this. You get in that same position. Lower down. I was going to have us hold it for 30 seconds. And then I thought, why not hold it for 45 seconds? We can do this. Breathe through, into your nose, out through your mouth. When you need to, you back into it. You're not trying to do exactly what I'm doing, or exactly what your friend is doing if you're working out with a friend. You're fighting yourself. You're forcing yourself to work really hard. And that's what I want. 2, 1, done. That's good. Good stuff. Okay, so back. If you don't have this area tight, you're going to wobble. So you want to step back and behind you. Knee has to stay behind your toe. And then after that, we're going to go into pulses right away. So normally, I would hold 2 5s, 2 8s, 2 10s, something like that. I'm going to go with 110. But that doesn't mean that you have to. You can go heavier. So again, keep really good form. It's very important. Gotta squeeze. These are hard. Take those breaks when you need to. Now, if these are not challenging for you, you need to go up and wait. You can do it. Have confidence in yourself. And if your legs are not screaming, they're giving you the sign that, oh, you're getting stronger. And you can go up. 2 more. Done. I'm going to move this table back a tiny bit more, because I keep feeling like I'm going to knock a step back behind. We are going to do 15 pulses, and then we'll switch to the other side. So a pulse is simply you stepping back, knees behind the toe, abs are tight, drive up through this front heel, 15 times. If you lose your balance, that's fine. Okay, other side, step back and behind. If you don't like the way this makes your knees feel, you can step back into a reverse lunge. Come on, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those are a serious butt kicker for sure. Okay, I love this one. We're gonna do a kneeling dog with a dumbbell. I'm just gonna crawl over and get an 8. Okay, so we're going to be on all fours. You're gonna put your weight behind your knee. You're gonna drive up with your heel. You're gonna come back all the way down to starting position again. When you push up with that heel, you go as high as you can. And the only way you're gonna get high is if you squeeze that glute and that hamstring. So after we do 15 of those, then we're gonna do fire hydrants and you're gonna squeeze to lift it up. Okay, so you don't want your weight to be too heavy, but you don't want it to be too light. You've got to squeeze your calf muscle into it to keep the weight from falling out. Drive up as high as you can and come all the way back down, knees even. Come on, 3 more. We got this. Good job. Remove that weight. Sit back in a child's pose and just shift to that side we just worked. And stretch that glute out. Oh, so good. Okay, other side. You guys ready? I feel ready for this. Drive up. Squeeze as high as you can. Come on, 5 more. You got it. Do not rush. I want you to squeeze as hard as you can. You want the burn. If the burn gets super intense, you take a break, but you do not quit. Okay, remove the weight. Sit back in child's pose and shift onto that side. Really stretch it out. Okay, weight goes behind the knee. And now we're gonna open it up into fire hydrants. Again, I don't want you to rotate your whole body. You stay parallel to the ground and do not fling your leg open, you're squeezing. Your knee is at a 90-degree angle, closed around that weight. Woo! You might find you have one side that is stronger than the other. That is totally normal. 5 more. Come on, we got this. Don't let your body start to rotate. That's what happens as you get fatigued. 3. Woo! Come on, fight. Do the finish. Oh, those are so good. One of my favorite, 2 of my favorite exercises, I should say. But Not easy for sure. Okay, so the next one where you're going to do.
Did you already switch legs?
Yeah. Is a hip ups on the ball, but I don't have a ball, so I'm not going to use a ball. But I am going to rest for like 5 seconds. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want your hips up. Now I don't know if I switch sides. All right, I don't think we did fire hydrants on the right. So we can't let that go undone. All right. That's why sometimes it's good to have a workout partner. Squeeze up. Do not let your body rotate. And do not rush. And do not fling your leg up. You're squeezing. 10 more. Three more. Squeeze. Awesome. Okay. I'm actually going to keep that weight there. Because when you do hip ups, you can have a weight on your hips. In fact, it's awesome. It's just a really good added challenge. So we're going to lay on the ground, dumbbell on your hips. If you have your ball, you can put your heels on top of the ball. You want them on top and a little bit off to the side. But the exercise is the same. You drive up through your heels, squeeze your hamstrings, quads, glutes, abs. You go up as high as you can, pause, and then lower. So we're going to do 15 of those, and then we're going to do a 30-second hold. And you're not going to like me very much, but that's cool. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm sorry I'm yawning. I don't know why. Probably because it's rainy and gross out. Okay, let's do this. Squeeze up as high as you can. You should already feel the burn by the third rep. If not, your weight is not heavy enough and you're not squeezing hard enough. 10 more. Five more. Squeeze as hard as you can. Okay, now we're going to do a 30-second hold. Guys, ready? Drive up. Squeeze as hard as you can. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Let's go. Breathe through. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Your toes are actually off the ground. Come on, 10 more seconds. Take a break, a quick break if you need to. 3, 2, 1, done. Lower. OMG. Yeah, that's hard. Okay. How are you guys doing? We're doing great, right? It's challenging, but gosh, it really feels good. Have some water, but not too much. Don't gulp the water. Okay. All right, so we did a stretch like this before, and now we're actually going to do a move. We're going to do fold squats. So you're going to put one ankle across. You want to sit back Knee is way behind your toe, and that's only going to happen if you stick this butt cheek towards the back of the room, and then you're going to drive up through your heel. I would like you to hold a weight. I'm going to hold a 10. I can always drop down. That's what you have to remember too. Grab a weight. If it's too heavy, after 2 reps, you drop it. So we're going to do the fold squats, and then we're going to do a hold on each side, and we're going to have fun. I swear. Okay. Normally I would hold it this side to this side. I'm going to hold it mainly with my left hand, but it'll still do the trick. If you need to hold on to something, you can totally do that. Sit down as low as you can. I actually think I'm going to go back here and be on the hard floor because the rug makes it a little tricky, and these are hard anyway. So you might be wobbling all over the place, and that is fine. That's what we're doing. We're fighting. So sit back, look down, check that knee. Go down as low as you can, drive up through the heel, squeeze at the top. If you're holding on to something, that is okay. That's not a sign of weakness. You're working on your balance. You're working on your core strength, which ties directly to your balance. If your core is weak, your balance is going to not be that good. Once you strengthen your core, your balance will improve tremendously. And I also work on balance a lot in these workouts. It's really important. Whew, 4 more on this leg. You're going to see that the last few get really tough. But that's why we're here. Oh, shake it up. Other leg. Sit back. Oh, the stretch on the other side, though, feels phenomenal. Squeeze when you get to the top. Ten more. Take a break when you need to. You might be able to tell that I'm wobbling. My balance is not as good on my right leg. And that's usually the same for everybody, that we have one leg, 5 more, that has better balance or is stronger. 3 more. 2 more, we can do this, come on. Believe in yourself, you do as many as you can. You can only get through 8 of them, but you're working hard and kicking your own butt, then be proud that you got through 8, because that's more than you would have done if you stayed in bed. Okay, now we are going to do our time. 30 seconds on each leg. We're going to go right from one leg into the other. It's going to be awesome. Is that knee behind your toe? Are you keeping your abs super tight? Are you pushing your glute on this folded leg back as far as you can? Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good job. Other side. If you're wobbling, you just reset and get into it again. You've got to keep your abs tight. I'm telling you, you will notice a huge difference between how stable you are if your core is loose versus your core being super tight and strong. Your core is not just your abs, it's part of your back, part of your butt. So it's that whole area that has to work. We're done. Together. How are we doing on time? Excellent. Okay, so we are going to do back step lunges. So this is your position. You're going to step back This knee should be pretty close to a 90-degree angle. Drive up through this heel and lift. So we're gonna do 15 on each side. It's gonna be amazing. Then we're gonna step back and we're gonna do 15 pulses on this side, 15 pulses on that side. Sorry, let me turn that off. Okay, you guys ready? Core tight, shoulders back. Normally I would use 2 weights. I'm using 1 10-pound. Normally I would use 2 10-pounds or even 2 12-pounds. 10 more. Squeeze those abs to get that knee up. Awesome. Shake it out. Other side. Now again, you might find you have one side where you have better balance. Don't worry about it. So you drive up through this heel. Squeeze your abs to lift this knee. Ten more. If these are not challenging for you, your weight is not heavy enough. You can sometimes get stuck in a rut with weights where you just keep kind of grabbing the same weights and you start to be less challenged. That's when you need to go to the store or online and order a new pair of weights. One more. And that's that moment. That's pretty cool. Have some water. And then we're going to do our pulses. Okay, we're going to step back with this leg first. 15 pulses, then we're going to go right into the other leg. These are always challenging for me. I do them anyway. Push up. So you see my range of motion. 10 more. Three, 2, 1. Step back. You're driving up through this heel. Gotta keep your abs tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Lord. Really, really challenging. For sure. Okay, let's get back on the ground. Okay. I'm going to bring a 10 and an 8 over here. So what we're going to do is lay on the ground. And our first exercise is going to be a straight leg. And you're going to squeeze and lift. You're going to hold a weight on the outside of your thigh. Then we're going to move our legs up. You're going to move the weight up by your knee, and we're going to squeeze and open. And then we will repeat on the other side. I'm going to start with a 10. Legs are straight. And you hold it on your thigh. Now again, you're squeezing to open, squeezing to close. We are not rushing. Your abs are tight. 10 more. Come on, we got this. We have 3 more. We can do it. What we never do is quit. Ever, ever, ever. Oh, awesome. Okay. Take a moment. Now you're going to fold your legs. So you're going to keep your feet together as you open and close. 15. You are not flinging your legs open. Your upper body does not move. Don't open it up. 10 more. Squeeze to open, squeeze to close. You want it all really controlled. Four more. Two more. We got it. I didn't think I was going to be able to make it all the way through with the 10s, but I did. And that's how accomplishment and progress is measured in these workouts. When you think you can't do something, but you push through and do something with a heavier weight or more reps than you have done before. Okay. Leg is straight, your head is resting in your hand. Keep those abs tight. Come on. Ignore that. 5 more. Okay, now fold your legs. Keep it up by your knees. Keep your feet together. I have to change my weight. Do not, I'm gonna have to drop down just because I can't control that one as well. And I'm trying to not put any pressure on my elbow. I went to the physical therapist yesterday, got some exercises. I have to stop knocking it into things. That's pretty critical. But I think it's gonna get better quickly because I'm just as focused on that as I am on everything else. And now that the moving's done and a lot of that kind of stuff is done, it's really good. Okay, so we are going to do abs. This is fun. I'm sorry, it just is. It is fun. It is fun. Okay, so let's get those out of the way. And I want your legs folded. And I want you to lower them. Now, you know we've done a straight leg one where we lower to the side. The whole point is to not let the small of our back come up. So we want to do the same with this. You're just not going to be able to get as far down. Same rules apply. Keep the small of your back on the ground as much as possible. Let me just set a 5-minute timer. And we're going to do this for 1 minute, so go. The small of your back will come up more than when you have straight legs, but what you're doing is fighting to keep it down. And that's where the ab work comes into play. Keep your knees together. Every exercise you do, you want to be in control. You want to be tight. You don't want to have anything loosey-goosey, wobbly. You have to really squeeze. You can do it. I promise you can do it. Just take breaks when you need to, 3 to 4 seconds. Oh my gosh. Come on, we got this. 10 more seconds. We can do anything for 10 seconds. Oh. Done. Okay, so now what I want you to do is holding a light weight I want you to squeeze and sit up across. I'm not gonna hold any weight, but you should. Definitely no more than a 3 to 5 pound weight. An 8 you might be able to do if you've been doing this for a while. So we're gonna do 30 seconds to one side, 30 seconds to the other. Start down. You might find you need to secure your feet under something. So we're not worried about reps. I'll tell you when to switch sides. So the crossing over, you get that rotation in your trunk, which is great. Switch sides. You can use your forearm on this hand to push you off a little bit if you need some extra help, but you're reaching up and across. Three, 2, 1, done. So good, really. Okay, the next one we're gonna do is work obliques. So I want you to hold 2 weights, light weights if you have them. If you don't worry about it. And we're gonna rotate down and really beat up our obliques. Squeeze. When you need a break, take it. If you don't like the pressure on your neck, you can hold your hands back there. You are not pulling on your neck. Oh, God. Keep going. Squeeze. Oh. Squeeze. So you see, I'm just supporting my neck. But if you have the weights, you just rest when you need to. 2, 1, done. So good. Okay, we're gonna do straight up crunches. The biggest mistake people make with crunches is they pull on their head and they pull their head towards their legs. You never want to do that. You want to squeeze your abs to raise up, squeeze to lower. Your fingers are simply laced behind your head, laying behind your head, providing support. That's all they're doing. They don't pull. Okay, so just go until the timer goes off. And then we're done. So when you crunch up, squeeze and hold for like 2 beats. Stretch your arms and your hands and feet as far away from each other as you can get them. Really stretch those abs out. Rock yourself up. And I want you to get in a runner's stretch. Front knee is at a 90-degree angle. Do not bounce. Stretching those hip flexors out, your quads, feels great. Switch sides. Okay. Stretch your legs out straight, hinge over, and then walk to one side, grab your leg. So now that you're warmed up, your stretches can be a little bigger. Lunge to one side, stretch your inner thigh. Keeping your knee behind your toe. Feels so good. Roll up. Stretch out those obliques. Give yourself some hugs. You're done, 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 done. I really hope you enjoyed it. I should be on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week. I'm going to be taking my kids to camp on Friday, so I'm not sure about Saturday morning or Sunday morning, but I'll work out one of those mornings. So hopefully that's helpful to you as you plan your week, and I will update later with the time, but it probably will be sometime around 7 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, have a great day. Baby.